Hi, this is the reading for my channel, the collective for the week. This week, September the 15th, 2025, till Sunday, the the 21st. All right. So, what I pulled for you is from the Dark Earth Oracle. This is by Stephanie Alea. I will put a link, and hopefully this deck will link up. Um, this is a little different deck. It's pretty neat, but I've drawn 4 cards. I followed my inner voice, and I did that, and I got healing, compassion, work, and cosmic sentience. So the first two, because I read in pairs, is healing and compassion are the first 2 pairs. Okay. See, they're really beautiful. Healing and compassion. All right. Okay, so healing, it's without delay. Find the source of your wounds and begin to heal uh, past trauma, past hurts. It's time to close out the old patterns. We've been getting this from so many different perspectives, from the eclipses and other points of like shed, release, let go of the old. Really, really getting that's a strong message here so that we can heal. So we are to let go and try to also close out old patterns which have served us this far but must be abandoned, must be shed in order to move forward with more freedom because it's a new situation. And so there are things that we have to be ready to be open for. So we have to let go of the old patterns that have run their course. And that can be with relationships, work, any number of things, when it's just time to shift gears. Okay. And it's for healing. This will bring about healing. So you come to a fork in the road, and we can answer, the call for help, or we can continue on the path led by ego, headed towards destruction. Um, when we heal ourselves, we begin to affect and change the collective. So when you do work on yourself, you're not just working on yourself, but that really does ripple out. So keep working on yourselves. Um, this planet has seen infinite cycles of life and death and will continue to sustain and nourish us if we respect her and ourselves. Great change starts small within us. We can heal the planet as a collective if we start from inside ourselves and work outwards. So, by shedding old, outdated, bad habits, or just things that it's time for something new, to release that. All right, now with compassion, we're getting breathing in compassion and exhaling it rather than judgment, okay? Because modern society really enjoys judging, and it's really gotten on my nerves at this point. Deep wounds can hinder our ability to see clearly when we engage in low vibrational behavior, which is the act of just judging others, even ourselves. Fear of judgment itself can trigger past hurts and trauma, resulting in only defensive behaviors and um, just ways that are self depreciating. So you need to break the cycle and integrate non judgment. There's many times when we don't need to bring that into it. We just need to listen to somebody, you know, and then move forward with that rather than, I wonder if da da da, it becomes kind of salacious. So, and pointless. Not, it's irrelevant many times. You can give others the guidance they need. Lead by means of a gentle example. The simple act is powerful and will surprise people with compassion when they least expect it, rather than just judging people. Um, so small acts of love and kindness go a long way, and give and receive compassion with grace towards yourself and others. Be the loving light in the world that assists others as they move forward on their journey. Life is challenging, especially for sensitive and empathic inclined souls. So, compassion allows the energy to flow and move into places where it's needed most. So, and also work on yourself because that affects the collective. And work on healing, letting go, showing yourself and others compassion, working on using that angle rather than just reactive, bad mood or whatever. Um, and making that a point. It really does help. Okay, and I get work and cosmic sentience. So let's see, that's 52 and 5. Okay. Gotta see the cosmic sentience. Cosmic influence is present when this card appears. Okay, sentient beings from another realm. Oh, here we go. We're getting a lot of other realm visits on this channel. Um, are here to guide you now. Your guides, uh, especially ancestors. The surrounding cards are a message from this other world sent through the ether about work, compassion, and healing. Making the effort, you know, is work. These function symphonically, working side by side toward the common goal of, the common good for the benefit of the whole hive. Um, on a macro level, the work they do is exponentially beneficial for other life forms on our planet. Bees have existed for over 100 million years, living and evolving alongside dinosaurs, and they have thrived as a unit in their hive system of togetherness. In our modern world, we have become so isolated, forcibly tearing ourselves apart from one another. We expel each other when our opinions clash. We operate from a place of ego and judgment. You know, where can we begin to compromise and find a good way to work with each other for the greater good? This is can be difficult, especially if you have differences with people, but I think it's always worth the effort to keep trying um, and meet people halfway for the common good. And keep trying to do that, I think, is our message. Um, when it benefits the greater good, set aside ego. Um, it's time to let go of our self seeking, ego driven tendencies, uh, to let the hive be our guide, what benefits as many others as we can. How you contribute to the greater good, consider that. What can you do? There's a lot, and only you will know what fits you, your schedule, and you can get really creative with this. Work can be meditative and beneficial. Choose right livelihood, and you will flourish along with those you help on your journey. So, this is urging you to get to work. This is an emphasis on group work, team work, social work with each other, community. And we definitely have a need of that these days. Use your strengths to lift each other up, others up. Finish old projects to clear your slate and move towards work that benefits a collective. So, our message is to get ourselves involved in making efforts toward that benefit the collective good, donating like I've done. I'm kind of limited. I can't, otherwise, I'd love to physically be able to go and do more. Um, but it just depends on you. There's so many ways you can put talent, knitting, artwork, to helping people. It's all a matter of imagination and getting out there and trying to make it happen. So we're called to get to work and serve the public, serve the community, and work as a team. And we get the other sphere realm visitors coming in with the cosmic sentience. Astral travel is also accented with this card. It is recommended. Uh, it's the recommended vehicle to uh, intercept the knowledge. Let's see. They would like to pass on to you. Okay, so in talking about other visitors, so to speak, from other realms, if you will, that want to bring information, um, it's best, I guess, that we go to the astral travel method. It says is the recommended vehicle to intercept the knowledge they would like to pass on to you. You can try that in your sleep, or when you're meditating. Your ability to move through time and space is supported now. Take the journey. So there's perhaps an accent on the time now for a good window for astral travel and downloading information. It might just happen anyway. Um, just take note of it because I think there's going to be more information, more downloads about how to work in community and help community. And especially since there's a need for healing and compassion, given the cruelty that Trump's torn open on society. Um, we can contribute in any way that we can, just given our circumstance, we mold it so that we can, to our personal situation. All right, so yeah, otherworldly influence is strong around us right now. Messages in the form of synchronicities. I've been having that today. Through dreams as well will be poignant and vivid. So a lot of chances for astral travel, lucid dreaming, vivid dreaming. Um, Connect with the meaning behind those powerful images to move forward on the spiritual path and raise your frequency. Pay attention to your dreams. Know that you are more than this reality. Your soul and spirit extend beyond this earthly realm, or beyond this earth, and you are infinite. Okay. So there's working also with, I think, with these two cards combined, spiritual mentors from from the other realm, uh, getting downloads, visiting them through dream and astral meditative travel, whenever we can best kind of open ourselves up to gather the information and to be able to receive it. And we are to focus on working on our healing of ourself and not judging ourselves, having compassion for ourselves. And let's just see what else. Did I get, more on healing? Just want to touch into it. The earth has always been our greatest healer. Okay. And that's with the compassion card. And we thrive when she thrives. We must take accountability for our actions. And we've come to a fork in the road. We can answer her call for help, or we can continue on a path led by ego headed towards destruction. Okay, yeah. Healing ourselves, we begin to effect change and heal the collective. Right. So again, both work and healing are talking about the collective and getting involved in healing the collective through, I think, teamwork and through guides, I think, as well, spiritual mentors this week. It's going to be an excellent time for that if you can get yourself situated. Um, Maybe do the bath ritual thing, before you go to sleep. Prime yourself and see if it works out. If it doesn't work out with meditation, but I see it as a time of also reminding you with the healing and the compassion to let go of past hurts. Don't hold on to grudges. For your own well being, let go, move on. It's dead weight, it's toxic, and have compassion for yourself as well as others. So that is your vibe for this week. All right. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.